What's going on, Arizona sports fan family? Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Today, what I want to talk about is the Arizona Cardinals are continuing to try to find their next GM. Today, they're interviewing Jerry Reese. Alright guys, welcome back in. Now, like I mentioned in the intro, today what I want to specifically talk about is Jerry Reese. Now, he's the most recent candidate for this GM role for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, we did do a live stream a little earlier pertaining to, who the Arizona Cardinals have their eyes on, right? We're trying to set up some interviews left and right, so definitely make sure you check on that live stream that we posted a little earlier. Now, before we get started, definitely do me one huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. Y'all, this offseason is going to be wild, and I'm going to do my best to keep you guys up to date on all things Cardinals. All right, but let's dive right into it here. Jerry Reese is going to be the latest interview that's going to happen today for the Arizona Cardinals. Now, there was a tweet that was posted earlier today, and it is from Jim Trotter. Now, this tweet says this: it appears the Arizona Cardinals owner Michael Biddable will focus on a GM candidate before coaching candidates. He already has interviewed internal candidates Quentin Harris and Adrian Wilson, and today he's interviewing former Giants GM Jerry Reese. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a little background on who Jerry Reese is. This man was the GM for the Giants in 2007 to 2017. He's won 2 Super Bowls over there with the Giants, and he spent a good majority of his time with the Giants organization. Now, he's been a GM since 2007 or 2017. Now, obviously, he ended up, getting fired with that whole debacle that happened in 2017. So he hasn't been in a role since then in terms of like a GM role, right? Now, I think there was some rumors out there that he wanted to kind of step away from, the NFL because it really was like not traumatic, but it was a really big thing for him, right? Because, he really loved the Giants. He truly did. So now he is coming back to the NFL, or at least considering to come back to the NFL. And the Arizona Cardinals are very interested, or at least setting an interview for Jerry Reese. Now, like I mentioned a little earlier, he's won 2 Super Bowls in his tenure with being the GM for the Giants. Now, a couple other things that we want to dive right into as well. Jerry Reese was responsible for players like JPP, right? Or Odell Beckham Jr. So, I mean, that's kind of, kind of uplifting there for me as a Cardinal fan to kind of say, hey, this is a GM that has proved it right now. Like, he has had some first round picks that's whiffed, right? Like, that's every GM, right? Now, I'm excited about this possible candidate here. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, one other thing I want to go ahead and dive right into here as well. Now, this is going to be an absolute reach, and I completely get it, right? Now, like I mentioned a little earlier, Jerry Reese has been with the Giants organization before 2007, right? And I think this was back into like the 90s, just working, whatever, their front office department, scouting, all this different stuff, right? Now, this is what I wanted to bring up. I was looking into a little bit about Sean Payton, what he's done before, right? The New Orleans Saints. And ladies and gentlemen, Sean Payton was with the New York Giants in 1999 as a quarterback coach and the offensive coordinator from 2000 to 2002. I mean, it's in the stars right there. It's written in the stars. Like, I think if the Arizona Cardinals truly go after Jerry Reese, a guy that has had experience with the New York Giants, he's got obviously a winning record, which is good. Hey, out of the 10 years you won 2 Super Bowls, that's a huge win right there. And maybe he might have some sort of communication, maybe has some sort of relationship with Sean Payton. So it is in the stars there, ladies and gentlemen. I get it. I know I'm reaching for that one right there. But honestly, I think Jerry Reese honestly is a very, very intriguing candidate, if you might, if I might say so myself. I like the idea of him being in that role for the 10 years and him actually having some results to back it up. So this man right here, definitely make sure you stay tuned and keep his name in your mind. Jerry Reese might be a possible candidate for the Arizona Cardinals for that GM role. Now, let me know what you guys think about this possibility of happening for the Arizona Cardinals. Put everything in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day and go Cards.